All right. For today's highlight, and I started recording as soon as it got filled. But what I want to show you is take a look at this red line right up here. And then you see this red line, right? And then you see this red line. All right. We zoom in, that's this red line here. And then you see this red line. These are icebergs. If they're red, they're sell icebergs. Okay. We show some interesting stuff. We show how much the iceberg is showing in the dome. That's this number here, 49. We show how many contracts he filled at this particular price level, 356. We show how many he has done total, 512. The minus just means it's a sell order. So does the color red. This number here is part of the order ID that's released by the CME MBO. The -1 is internal to show us, to tell us it's changed at least one time. It's changed once from its position. So it was previously higher. He's lowered it. Some of it traded in here, and then the market breaks down. Okay, it breaks down a little bit. He lowers it again. Then I hit recording. So I was a little late when I started this recording. It was right there is when I started it. He had just dumped it. We talk about this all the time. When you get an order, whether it's an iceberg or whether it's a big order that's showing itself, meaning it's not an iceberg, but it's a big order. If it's chasing, if you get an order chasing price, you want to be short until it gets filled. Or if you're looking to get long, you want to get long the moment it gets filled if it's chasing. So you want, don't let them off the hook, is what I would say. Come in, make them come and get us. Make them come and get us. So they're putting pressure, and as soon as that order gets filled, it's a high probability that we're going to rally. Doesn't mean we're going to rally for the rest of the day, but if you watch this enough, you'll see it for yourself. You don't take my word for it. So as soon as I put the recording on, bam, we do fill it. So he lowers it. He's not filled. Then the market fills him. Again, 49 means what's he showing. -2 means he's now changed the price twice. And then these numbers are how many he filled at the current price, how many he's filled all day. All right. What's most important isn't those numbers necessarily. It's that this guy's been chasing, gets filled, and you generally get this pop. You have to have that anticipation and that ability to know what that means. All right. And then there's subsequent support attached to them. That's not coincidental, but it's also a real time pivot. What I try to tell people all the time is the best important prices that you need to read are the ones that you didn't know were going to be important before the market started, before the bell rang. The most important prices in real time are the ones that reveal themselves as to be important in real time. And it's not just big orders. It's what did the big order do? How did price react to the big order? Is it one of those orders that were bullish above it and bearish below it? And why? But all that context has to be understood in order to read the real time. Everybody is weak at reading the real time. When they come into this business, unless you got the proper education, you'll always be weak at reading the real time. And that's where all the opportunity is. That's where all the barriers are to getting and staying successful. You never get good at reading the real time. It's always hindsight. It's always certain percentages that should happen. How about right now? What did we see right now that changed? Is it a surprise? How did price react to a big order? Did the market chase the price? Or did the market chase the order? Or did the order chase the price? And another way to kind of visualize this is if you're putting your hand down on and creating pressure as soon as you let your hand off, bam, right? And that's kind of similar to how price and orders kind of flow with each other. Order flow is a very, very popular buzz phrase, and most people don't understand how to explain it and educate. And the intent of an order is what's important with order flow. Again, the dance that price is doing with an order read that dance, watch that dance, and then what step does order flow fit into your process? You don't have to be Einstein to have a process, but have one. Ready, aim, fire. Ready, aim, fire. For me and for most people in the edge community, it's fire and ready, aim, fire. Something like this. Same thing with our other people's positions, people who are pissed off, and now our new timing mechanism. I'm not going to discuss on YouTube what time frame this is or what this is, but it's a variation of some of our other OPP stuff. So make sure you stay safe from a health standpoint, but also from a training account standpoint. And in order to stay safe, you have to stop worrying so much about what you think, and you have to start worrying about what the market thinks, where the market's wrong, where the market's pissed. When does the market start to look like this, where they get these big eyes and they're not mad, but they're worried? I want worried faces, because then they ended up, worried faces end up like this. Not mad faces, worried faces end up with scars. You want people worried, maybe a little cross-eyed. And usually people who are worried all the time, who don't know how to trade, have crappy hair. Not all people with crappy hair are bad traders, but all bad traders have crappy hair.